From News Channel 15, you're watching News Channel 15 Tonight with Kyle Peach. This is News Channel 15 Tonight.
Hi, good evening. Lots to get to here on this Monday night. I'm Kyle Peach. Thanks for joining us. Here's what's going on. State police responded to a fatal accident as a pedestrian was struck by a truck Friday night in Edwards County. It happened along Illinois Route 130 at around 10:15 p.m. at East 1725 North. The preliminary investigation shows that the truck was northbound on 130 when the pedestrian, 22-year-old Jackson W. Lee of Grayville, formerly of Albion, was struck south of the intersection and suffered fatal injuries. The driver of the truck from West Salem has not yet been named by police. The intersection was shut down for several hours for the investigation. All lanes opened shortly after 3 a.m. Saturday. The accident remains under investigation. On Saturday afternoon, Mount Carmel police received the report of a missing 62-year-old man that had failed to return home from mushroom hunting Friday evening in the area between the 3rd Street overpass and railroad tracks towards Oak Street. After checking that area, police requested assistance from the Sheriff's Office in Wabash County, Mount Carmel, Allendale, Belmont Fire Departments, and the Wabash Emergency Management Agency. A drone was also used as the emergency responders began a search of the area, and at around 3:45 p.m. Saturday, members of the Belmont Fire Department found the individual about a half-mile northeast of the overpass, about 15 feet down a railroad track embankment with his feet pinned under a fallen tree. It was reported the individual had fallen down the embankment late Friday afternoon. Responders and medics with Wabash General Ambulance Service worked together to move the individual from the embankment to the ambulance. That subject was still alert, complaining of minor injuries. He was taken to an area hospital for treatment. Police Chief Mike McWilliams says Wabash County is blessed to have all of its emergency response agencies work together in times of need, and this case was a perfect example. The Wayne County Sheriff's Department investigating an incident at Wayne City schools. WFIW says officials confirmed threatening notes were found inside the school, prompting an immediate response today. The Sheriff's Department working with school officials as they investigate. Out of an abundance of caution, additional deputies and the school resource officer were stationed at the school to ensure the safety of students and staff there. The Wabash County Sheriff's Department has arrested several juveniles in connection to a burglary in Allendale back in late March. A tenant at 204 North 3rd had been gone from the property and was in the process of moving out. When returning home, the tenant found the home completely trashed in that garbage had been thrown throughout the residence. Other items within the home and on the outside had been broken, and some items were taken. The home incurred substantial damage due to the trash being strewn all over and for the amount of time it sat in the house. During the investigation, several suspects were development. On this past Thursday, Wabash County State's Attorney Kelly Storkman filed charges of theft over $500, 2 counts of criminal damage to property in excess of $10,000, both charges against 3 juveniles. Those juveniles have been summoned to court and notified of charges. The investigation continues and more arrests are possible. Back on Wednesday, 48-year-old Anthony Gehring of Fort Branch, Indiana, was brought back to Wabash County Jail after being arrested in Vanderburgh County, Indiana, on a Wabash County felony theft warrant. The arrest stemmed from a Mount Carmel police investigation into the theft of a laptop computer back in mid-March. Due to a tip, to Wabash County Crime Stoppers, police were able to identify Gehring as the suspect in question. Meanwhile, last Tuesday, Carmi police received a report of a hit-and-run accident on East Cherry. On Friday, they found a vehicle matching the description of the vehicle involved and were able to match the damage to the accident. The driver, 66-year-old Kevin Brown of Carmi, was arrested on charges of leaving the scene of an accident, possession of cannabis in a vehicle, and not having insurance. Also Saturday, WRUL reporting that Carmi police arrested 47-year-old Christy Ingram of Springerton after a traffic stop due to expired registration. She was arrested for driving on a suspended license. Out of Wayne County, WFIW says sheriff's deputies arrested 22-year-old Mason Thomas of Sisney early Friday for aggravated domestic battery. He was taken to the county jail. Friday night, deputies arrested 61-year-old Charles E. Murphy of Mill Shoals after a traffic stop. Deputies recovered about 10 grams of suspected meth and $367 in cash. He's charged with possession with intent to distribute meth and possession of meth. Early Saturday, deputies in Wayne County investigated a vehicle parked in the middle of the road in rural Wayne City. 32-year-old Emily A. Coombs of Fairfield was found in the vehicle and arrested for DUI and was released on a notice to appear. Meanwhile, 20-year-old Tyler R. Will of Albion was arrested Saturday on a Wayne County failure to appear warrant on a charge of possession of a firearm without a valid FOID card. Meanwhile, Fairfield police arrested 2 people this weekend. Friday, arresting 39-year-old Matthew L. Rustler of Fairfield, who's accused of assaulting a 68-year-old man in the roadway. He was taken to the Wayne County Jail. Meanwhile, Saturday night, police arrested 47-year-old Lance M. Jocelyn of Fairfield after he was found at a residence on Southwest 6th Street after violating an order of protection. Finally, out of Lawrence County, WAKO reports the Lawrence County Sheriff's Department arrested 2 people this weekend. Sunday, 64-year-old Peggy Menderman of Vincennes was found to be wanted on an out-of-county warrant and was charged with possession of meth. And early today, 32-year-old William Montgomery of Lawrenceville was arrested and charged with possession of meth. In Wayne County Circuit Court news, WFIW reports that 40-year-old Dallas Davis of Alney pled guilty to failing to register his new address as a sex offender in Wayne County and was sentenced to 1-year probation. 42-year-old David Woodward of Fairfield pled guilty to possession of drug paraphernalia and was sentenced to 1 year of conditional discharge and given credit for 12 days time served. Meanwhile, 46-year-old Tammy Jo Supernant of Sisney was sentenced on charges of violating a previous order of probation and on an original charge of delivery of meth and was given 3 years in state prison, plus credited 59 days of time served. And 34-year-old Christopher Downen of Sims pled guilty to possession of a controlled substance and was given 2 years probation and credited for 4 days time served. 2 new businesses are set to open in Fairfield, a ribbon cutting this Wednesday at 10 at the 618 Bakery at 208 East Main. Locally owned by longtime Wayne County resident Samantha Baker, the bakery has been under renovation since October of last year. Juan Diaz, a Fairfield resident, is the namesake and baker behind the business, serving in the U.S. Army for multiple years and then returning to the States to attend pastry school. He spent the last decade as a lead chef for Carnival Cruise Lines and is ready to bring those skills to the Fairfield area. Meanwhile, a new thrift and consignment store, Thrift Haven, opened for business Saturday at 119 East Main in Fairfield. Avery Webb is the owner and says the store will offer baby, kids, adult clothing, housewares, and a little bit of everything. The store will be open daily except Monday, and you can drop off items or bringing them to the store during business hours or set behind the store with a donation bin set to be constructed there. More to come. A look at your weather forecast, including the possibility of severe weather tomorrow, and we'll talk sports too. We'll be right back.
At Wabash General Hospital Senior Enrichment Center, we believe that sometimes a helping hand is all it takes for seniors to get their lives back on track. Our dedicated team of healthcare professionals are here to offer guidance and support, helping navigate the unique health and lifestyle concerns faced by seniors. Whether dealing with feelings of anxiety, loneliness, or unresolved grief, struggling with changes in mood or concentration, or coping with health-related challenges, we're here for you. Call Wabash General Hospital Senior Enrichment Center at 618-263-9116.
Life doesn't slow down for busy families. From early practices to late night games, every moment matters. That's why First National Bank offers online tools to fit into your schedule no matter how hectic it gets. From mobile banking to quick check deposits, First National Bank makes it easy to keep up with life and stay on top of your finances. No matter the schedule, First National Bank keeps you in the game.
Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Talking weather here tonight, a great day today and some storms headed our way for the rest of this week, at least until about Thursday. Nothing showing up here on the radar tonight. A warm one today, up to 83 degrees this afternoon. 52 was our low this morning, some 11 degrees above normal. missing a record high by just 4 degrees today. Putting the maps in motion, you'll see we'll start to see some clouds move in overnight tonight and closer to daybreak tomorrow. Those chances of showers will begin, off and on shower and maybe thunderstorm chances, but it'll be tomorrow evening when the line of potentially strong thunderstorms will move through. We'll get a little bit of a respite into Wednesday before showers and storms reform. Nothing severe expected on Wednesday, and then one more round will come on Thursday. So a couple of rounds of storms, one severe threat. That's tomorrow, where we're in the level 2 out of 5. Slight risk for severe weather. It looks like damaging winds will be the main threats with any severe storms that do form tomorrow afternoon. As far as rain, this is just through 7 o'clock tomorrow night, but anywhere from a half to 3/4 of an inch of rain. Some areas to the west seeing a little bit more of that rain activity. Could see a couple of inches in some locations by the time the week is over, but it's spread out over several days, so not really expecting much in the way of flooding troubles. Overnight, those showers and thunderstorms will begin to develop, especially as we move towards daybreak tomorrow. Overnight lows will be in the upper 60s. Another warm one, 81 in Mount Carmel tomorrow, upper 70s north of Highway 50, even an 80 in Olney and in Lawrenceville, 81 down in Carmi with showers and thunderstorms. And again, an isolated severe threat, especially with that line moving through tomorrow afternoon and early evening. Tomorrow night, Tuesday night into Wednesday, showers, thunderstorms still going to be possible. A little cooler, upper 50s to the north, low 60s to the south for the lows as we head into Wednesday morning. On Wednesday, again, showers and thunderstorms will be likely, a couple of waves of those. Not expecting severe weather on Wednesday. A little cooler, highs in the mid to upper 70s on Wednesday. And then our extended forecast will keep the rain around. Another off and on chance Thursday, 77. A lesser chance for just showers on Friday, 71. But the weekend looks good. Sunshine Saturday and Sunday, highs in the low 70s, upper 70s for Monday. We'll keep an eye on Tuesday, keep you posted if there's anything you need to know about. We'll talk sports next.
Get freedom of choice at Steve Faulkner Automotive. Get a Ford Bronco up to $20,000 off and get a new 2025 F-150 with payments as low as $542 a month. See them all at SteveFaulknerAutomotive.com. You have freedom of choice at Steve Faulkner Automotive. Get a new 2025 Jeep Wrangler with payments as low as $304 a month and 2025 Grand Cherokee L as low as $479 a month. Come in today or go to SteveFaulknerAutomotive.com.
Have your weather radio, have a flashlight with batteries in it, make sure your cell phone's charged, know where you're going to go when bad weather hits. Go to the lowest interior room in your house and wait the storm out. After the storm, if your power's out or if there's any kind of dangerous situation or anything like that, call Mount Carmel Public Utility Company. As you go outside to survey the damage a little bit, just make sure to stay away from down power lines.
Welcome back. Time for sports. Let's talk high school baseball from Saturday. Effingham beats Mount Carmel. The final in that one was 9-7. Girls high school soccer, meanwhile, from the weekend. Friday, Centralia and Olney playing to a scoreless tie. Saturday, Salem beats Roxana 3-2. That went to triple overtime. High school boys tennis from the weekend. Olney taking part at the Marion Duels. They beat Mount Vernon 5-0 and Marion 3-2. College baseball, Wabash Valley split Saturday with John A. Logan. The Warriors losing game 1 11-3, but winning game 2 5-3. Logan takes the 3-game series, though, 2-1. Olney Central split with Southwestern as OCC took game 1 9-8, but lost game 2 6-3. The Blue Storm took the 3-game series 2-1. And Frontier split Saturday with Lakeland, losing game 1 11-0, but winning game 2 2-1 in 11 innings. The Lakers, though, win the 3-game series 2-1. College softball, Wabash Valley split with Lakeland Saturday, winning game 1 1-0, but falling in game 2 5-4. Olney Central split with Southeastern, falling in game 1 3-1, but winning game 2 5-2. Frontier was swept by nationally ranked John A. Logan, falling 8-0 and 10-2. That does it for us tonight. We'll see you tomorrow for more news. Have a great night.